And that should, ooh, some people have already tackled. Ooh, Pika, you're in here, nice. All right, so let's go over his kit first. Tips. Okay, so Alpha Bear is our second Primal Lord boss. The way he works is he has this mechanic where he applies honey on your team. And this honey has certain debuffs that will kind of shape our team building to optimize our damage output against the boss and also increase our survival as much as we can. So, beginning with his ultimate, Alpha Bear is a warrior, physical, high range, the ruler of the Hornleaf Bear tribe, known for an insatiable love for honey. Proficient in enchanting honey to drench enemies and summoning swarms to consume them. Alright, so his ultimate. He summons a swarm of bees, I presume, we'll see, that deals 80% damage per second to each enemy covered in honey for 3 seconds. Yeah, I snagged a screenshot when I was rank 1 low. I'm happy. Awesome, Pika. When all enemy heroes are marked with honey, a mega swarm is summoned, dealing 250% damage per second till the end of the battle. And from the playthrough that I watched with Zebo in the PTR, basically what he said was that you want to delay the honey application to all your party members as much as possible, because as soon as all 5 of your people are covered with honey, they probably won't last very long because you'll be taking a ton of damage every second. Hey Kale, good to see you, welcome to the stream, love to see you here. Yo, get that top 5 damage, brother. Thank you. Yes, so we are on YouTube, guys. We are filming a guide right now for Alpha Bear. So let's go ahead and go over his other kit. Throws honey at the enemy hero, marking them until the end of battle and dealing 100% damage. The healing received by the marked enemy is reduced by 80% and cannot be dispelled. So this is a permanent debuff that will last until the end of battle. So, yeah, wow. Healing received by the marked enemy reduced by 80%. So one thing that this mechanic impacts is the number of healers you would typically bring to a fight. Sometimes I would bring Smokey and Coco, but in this case, if my honeyed ally is receiving 80% less healing, then healing is pretty much not going to be as important as dealing as much damage as you possibly can. Now, is this a Florabelle boss? I know, right? And is it vitality or healing? Because you may as well shield. True. So, Monica, from what I understand, it's just affecting healing, which means shielding is going to be very good, which will also impact the team building, such as whether you run Coco, whether you run, say, Corrin, right? Because Corrin applies a shield. Okay, and then another ability throws honey at enemies in adjacent tiles, dealing 50% damage and marking them. Smashes the ground when there are no enemies in adjacent tiles, dealing 400% damage to all enemies. So from what I understand, this smash does a ton of damage. And also, the first line here about throwing honey at enemies in adjacent tiles, basically it is to your advantage to bring teammates that spread out a little bit. This is where you pay more attention to like characters that are 1 range, 2 range, 3 range, 4 range, etc. You want people to spread out because you want to delay the honey application, right? Because you want to have as much normal healing as possible, and you want to slow down the ultimate ability where once all your allies are marked by honey, then their HP slowly or quickly goes down. And then finally, makes and pulls a terror ball towards the enemy, dealing 120% damage to all enemies in its path. So it's just a standard AoE attack. Yeah. Okay, so what are the implications of this? So now when I enter battle, or actually let's look at the recommendations first and I'll explain why these characters are so powerful. So basically, you can break it down into beefy tanks and ranged DPSs. Now, the reason why they create this distinction is because what you'll end up wanting to do is having a mixture of melee and ranged DPS. Although um, the melee people, the tanks, you do want them to spread out a little bit. So in terms of tanks, there's different options. There's Thorin, there's Lumond, there's Lucius, there's Scarlita, and there's Aaron. So the thing about tanking is that you don't really take too much damage in the beginning. It's more once the honey is applied to all your units that you take massive damage. And so for this reason, you do have some flexibility in the tanking. Like I think Zebo was saying, you can even run Kruger instead of Thorin if you don't have Thorin fully built, just because Kruger, being a one tile melee ranged unit, it matters because you basically want one tank, one melee in the front to take the first application of honey. And then ideally you want like a 2 or 3 ranged unit behind to take the second application of honey, and then range 4 and 5. You get what I'm saying, right? You want to delay as much as possible the honey application. And so in my case, I'm going to be running Thorin, although I might try Scarlita, we'll see. And in terms of range DPSs, one character I will bring is Merrily. What's great about Merrily is that not only is she a ranged unit, but at high investment, she also does true damage and increases her attack speed and increases her attack percentage. So Merrily in combination with, and he's not on here, I'm going to be running Corrin as well. Corrin, even though he is a 1 melee ranged unit, but after he does his initial attacks and shields your lowest health ally, he will jump to the 2 range instead of 1 range. So this further slows down the application of honey. And Corrin also serves as a shielder, right? And remember what we said before, what Monica pointed out is that, okay, so healing is decreased by 80%, but how about shielding? And from my understanding, shielding is going to be better than healing in this fight, which I think is one reason why I think Scarlita could be extremely valuable. I am going to try playing her instead of Thorin. We'll see how it goes. Odie is also another damage dealer who I might experiment in these playthroughs. Cessia as well. Cessia doesn't have as high a damage output as Odie or Merrily. However, she is a very decent damage dealer as well. Brian, this is kind of a spicy option as well as Rice. So Zebo, he actually did a playthrough with Rice, but I don't think anyone has him built, so I think both Rice and Brian are likely not going to be units you'll play. So with this in mind, let's go ahead and enter the battle. And let me know, guys, if you have any questions. So this is the Primal Lord right here. So I'm going to make a modification. This was the team that I originally ran for the previous Primal Lord, the Lone Wolf. However, due to the honey application mechanic, I think what I'll end up doing, and I'm actually going to bring the spice here. I'm going to bring, so most of you guys will have Thorin, but I'm going to bring my Scarlita. I have her Supreme Plus. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I do want to do that. And then we have Corrin. So Corrin, I do have Supreme Plus. And then we will have Rainier. So if you don't have Rainier and you're running Merrily plus Corrin, both of them are physical, as is Thorin. So you can run Kruger instead of Rainier if you want. And that'll help. And we're going to bring Smokey for the heals and the attack boost. And then finally we have Merrily. So this is the team I'm going to try out for the first run through. And of course, with the Mythic plus Rainier, you'll be able to dynamic balance, boosting Merrily's attack by 12%, decreasing the Primal Lord's attack by 12%, and also increasing the damage taken by the Primal Lord by 25%. and then we're going to run the Star Shard spell. This is the best spell to run against any Primal Lord or Dream Realm because you know, it's able to do true damage. It also increases your attack speed as well as increases your health. Hello, bro. Good luck at the boss. Thank you so much, Mitten Pasha. Appreciate you. I wish you luck as well, although I don't think you need it. Yeah, so, all right, let's go ahead and do this first attack. We'll see how it goes. I'll try to point out something. So I'll slow it down so you guys can see. Okay, so that's the honey application. The honey has already been applied to my... oh, it applied to my... whatchamacallit, Merrily. Now it's applied to... Corin, because I remember how I said he goes back to range 2. Okay. And then Rainier doing Rainier things, you know, just by him being present, you're already getting a lot of value. Corin shielding as well for the party, which is very helpful. We have 3 people who have honey application. Remember, their heals are decreased by 80%. Okay, now Smokey is doing the HP drain with his Mythic Plus ability. My Odie's down. Okay, my Rainier is the last one to get honey application. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, so 19 mil, not very high. Okay, I'm rank 2, but that's not... Oh. Wow, I can definitely tell this boss is tougher. Much harder to boss than the wolf for sure. I didn't even hit 20 mils damage. So this is kind of the damage that you see here. My Smokey actually did more damage to all my other units, surprisingly. And I think it is partly due to Smokey. His Mythic Plus makes it so that the enemy in the skill range loses 12% of their max HP per second for 10 seconds. And this bear is one chunky boy, so that's where all that damage came from. But you notice how Corin did more damage than my Merrily, even though yeah, so actually I think Zebo, he mentioned that you should dynamic balance your Corin, not your Merrily. So for the second run, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the positioning a little bit. And I think what I'll do also is I will swap my Scarlita with Doran, just so you guys see a difference. So Corin at the front, and Doran at the front. Corin going to be dynamic balanced by Rainier. Hi Meow, you're on YouTube. Welcome. We're filming a guide right now on the bear. So welcome to the stream. So now we're going to do our second attempt. So the modification I made this time, I swapped my Scarlita with Doran. And I think this will be helpful because my Smokey was the first one to die. Yeah, so, and then also I noticed that my Corin did more damage than my Merrily, despite Merrily getting the Rainier boost. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a try. Okay, so I have it in slow-mo so you guys see. So Doran should get the honey first. Yeah, he did get the honey. Okay, dealing true damage with the Star Shard spell. Honey application merely got its second once again. So that's interesting. Okay, Corin applying the shields, it's very helpful. As you can see, we're not taking that much damage yet. It's once all my characters get honey Okay, Smokey was the third one to get honey. Ooh, Merrily's dying. Let's see if Corrin can save him. Okay, the blue smoke, this is the 12% of the enemy's max HP. Oh, Merrily's down. That is actually really not good, but we are pushing high damage here. We're about to hit 20 mil, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Thorin and Corrin. I think this might be a new record. No, I still didn't hit 20 mil. Wow. But I did do more damage there. Okay. So Corrin did more damage. So one more thing I want to try is, because my Odie has EX weapon level 10, let me see if he does more damage than my Merrily. And actually, just to optimize my plays here, let me see if I can level up my characters again. I might be able to. Ooh, I can't. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. One here. Alright, so let's go ahead and face him again. So I'm going to swap Merrily with Odie. So Merrily with Odie. Okay, and I think we'll kind of leave it like that. I'm going to move. Oh, actually, I do need it like that. So we'll do it kind of like this. Hi, Ghoul. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're facing the bear right now. And we have our final attempt. Just thinking if that's the way I want to do it. I think so. Okay, so Thorin got the honey first. Smokey got the honey second. Rainier got the honey third, so this is a little different. Merrily got the third honey last time. Hey Justin, good to see you, welcome. Okay, we got the blue smoke. Ooh, taking massive damage there, hopefully we'll be alright. Oh no. Ooh. 20 mil maybe? Oh, so close to 20 mil. Okay. So I think with all the modifications I still... let me check the damage here. Smokey still did the most damage, followed by Corrin and Odie. I'm surprised by how much damage Corrin does. I mean, him doing true damage, of course, is going to matter a lot. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for the Alpha Bear. If you have any questions on YouTube, you can post in the comment section below and I'd be happy to answer it. Do you have a spot on your friends list? I can create a spot. Cool. Yeah, so that's it for this YouTube video. I do live stream every single day on twitch.tv/turtleags. You can actually join me live as I tackle the Trial of the Abyss, stages 301 through 370 just released today. So we're going to be pushing hard on that. So maybe I'll see you on the live stream. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right, great. So that was the recording. First and second, good job, Turtle. Thank you so much, Overzealous. Appreciate you. So... Oh, nice, you're first. Awesome. How did we score higher than Lyco D? How? Dude, high five. Overzealous, high five. We just outscored at a 38 mil Leviathan. How did that happen? I held my third spot for a minute. I take it. Yeah. Wow. Hey, you know, I should have included that in the video too. Ah, oh well. It's fine, it's fine. They'll be like, oh shoot, Turtle's based. Let's listen to it. Just kidding, just kidding. Because he didn't watch Zebo clap. Yeah. I said the same thing. Yeah, I did some studying before. Alright, very cool. So now we are going to push the Abyss. And so I know I said I'm going to go try hard, which I will, but you know, I do also want to make sure